What's good, everyone? I'm here today on May 20th, 2026, live trading session. Uh, and I'm gonna just get right into my bias. My bias is bullish. We're still at all-time highs. And yesterday, overnight, whatever you want to call it, we traded into this 4-hour gap, swept out this 4-hour intermediate low, souped it, closed above that, opened up this rejection block, traded into this rejection block, this 4-hour rejection block, and are respecting it right now. ES traded into this new week opening gap. I was bearish to the new week opening gap, but it keeps rejecting it. It doesn't really look like it wants to fill the whole thing. We have SMT with this, and this is being respected. You look at the hourly, like this gets a move up. You would think, okay, if it's truly bearish, it's gonna respect this hourly gap, and disrespect both of these. But it ends up disrespecting this hourly gap, respecting this hourly gap, disrespecting this hourly gap. So we are disrespecting bearish PD arrays and respecting bullish PD arrays. Therefore, I'm going to be bullish. 6 a.m. already had its open low, so I do not need to trade all the way back to this low. So all I need is an open low. My target is this high over here. All I need is an open low into this 15-minute gap, 30-minute gap, whatever it is. And along from there, that would be like a little somewhat AMD. The structure is there for an open low. As long as it's not like a 30-second within the first minute of market open, is good to take. And that's exactly what I'm looking for. If we go all the way to this low, back to this low, I would look for a sweep of it. However, if we start to displace through this hourly low right here, I will flip bearish at that point. Reason being, just I expect this low to be protected. And if it's not protected, I expect it to just be reswept. And if we're displacing through it, that just shows that we're probably bearish because this low doesn't mean much. It's already the second 4-hour intermediate low in this 4-hour gap with a relative equal low here. We're just going to go to this low. If we're going to here, we're probably going to go to this new week opening gap on both assets. So that's my bias for the day. Just hoping that we do get a trade here because this draw is so obvious to me right now. I expect a retracement into this 15-minute and then a short. Past that is just all-time highs, but that's like 300 points away. I don't think we're going to get all the way to all-time highs during this New York session. Maybe on ES, but I obviously would always rather get this open low trade than to get like a continuation, right? Especially when I already have my like such high conviction in it. So yeah, market opens in 2 minutes, and I'm gonna wait and see what happens there. All right, so market open, we went up, generated liquidity at this high, which is beautiful, exactly what I like to see. And now hit this 15-minute gap. ES, I think, is in EQ of this range. Yep. So reversal here would be perfect. ES is also in this hourly CISD. So this does look great. Great spot to reverse from. Just doesn't look like the best inversion. Like there's 2 gaps here. It's premium as hell. I don't even know if... Oh, I can get a 1-to-1. All right. I guess if I can get in here and limit order this, then should be calm. Maybe there'll be like a displacing candle here. I can just put it at the low for my stop loss, but seeing this inversion happen here would be nice. Unless it likes to make some structure, hit, maybe this discounted 5-minute gap. Maybe it wants to go also for this hourly CISD. I'm cool with whatever, but if this starts getting displaced through this whole leg, I will expect ES to go for this low. At this point, I would probably expect it to go to this new week opening gap. So for now, it's just a waiting game. And I'm going to wait to see what happens. All right, so we are kind of just displacing here. This looked like it was just an open high to this 15-minute, which doesn't really make any sense to me because this whole hourly was inverse. Now you're reversing off of just this tiny 15-minute at the top over here. And not really getting any reaction at all off of this 15-minute gap over here. So I might just be leaning bearish at this point because ES isn't respecting this 15-minute at all. Disrespecting this hourly CISD. Disrespecting, just dumping through this. What type of reversal structure is in here, right? It's not like we're generating liquidity, seeking to trade into something. No, it's just going down, dumping through this 15-minute gap, which is a higher time frame gap, right? You should be seeing rejection off of something like that. And if you're not, then it probably just means it's bearish. So at this point, probably just going to be bearish. I don't know yet, because I did say that my condition was this, but looking at it now, at this point, if ES is all the way down here, it's going at this, right? So yeah, a 5-minute gap here is technically sponsored because it's playing off of this 15-minute over here. SMT at these highs. So pull back to a 5-minute could work for a short, depending how the structure looks internally. Unless start making a relative equal low with some type of draw. But for longs, if price starts getting rejection off of this 15-minute, maybe opens up a 5-minute gap, bullish gap, or opens up like a 5-minute rejection block, gets something off of that rejection block, then I could start looking for a long. But if it's just going to keep making bearish candles, no type of reversal happening, I'm just going to be bearish here. Like, you could pattern trade along in here, but I just think the structure is horrible. The narrative is kind of horrible. If it was that bullish this high, it would just soup this quickly and go up, not have to dig so deep into this 15-minute gap. So I'm going to wait and see what happens here. This is somewhat odd because this whole 15-minute did get inversed, but there are still two 30-minutes in here, both respected. Now we just hit this more discounted 30-minute. I don't think that really matters. Just looking at the structure in this leg, like it's all kind of stacked highs. I probably wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't look for a reversal off of here just because ES is already hitting the 5 minutes, so you can't really mech model it. But same thing if we start to get bullish structure, like maybe make a 5-minute rejection block. ES if ES starts to displace through this 5-minute gap, maybe NQ make a bullish 5-minute, something like that. That would all be sponsored. But if it's just going to keep going down like this, I can't really do anything about it, right? And if it's going to react off of these 5-minute fair value gaps, then I'm just going to stay bearish. So still same thing, same scenario, just going to wait. All right, at this point, I'm not really looking for any longs at all, like no 5-minute rejection block, no nothing like that. If we really do like respect these 30 minutes and open up a whole bullish 5-minute gap, then I would be bullish. But at this point, I don't think we're going to do that. Price just looks like it wants to go for this low over here. Looks like it wants to go for that new week opening gap, I guess. And at this point, I'm just looking for a pullback to a 5-minute gap and for a short. There is no 10 a.m. news. Well, there is, but it's nothing important at all. We did get some like a good amount of displacement here. So I kind of do want to see some type of generation of liquidity. I wouldn't want to just immediately take a short. Maybe something like this, trade into this 5-minute, generate something, trade into this one. Maybe even this becomes a 15-minute gap by the time 10 a.m. opens. Like, that would be clean. I would probably wait for 10 a.m. at this point. I would not just want to take an immediate short off of this first little 5-minute gap. Although ES already has hit the more premium one, still would probably want to wait mostly for the generation of like sell side liquidity. I know there is this sell side, but I would like to see something generate here. Not really just take a immediate short. So generate liquidity, maybe even open up this 15-minute at 10 a.m. and then I would look for a short. But for now, no. Alright, so as you can see, it traded into these first 5 minutes with no structure at the lows at all. This failed. It didn't inverse in the first place, but it still failed. It now opened up this 15-minute gap, traded into it right away, and at this point, I'm looking to take a short. Have everything we need, 10 a.m. open high into this 15-minute. Wouldn't really want to be bullish here. I don't know, it's really weird. Like, we're respecting this 30-minute, have this whole 15-minute rejection wick over here. And ES was the one that's supposed to be bearish to this new week opening gap, but it looks so strong. It's going all the way back up to this high. So I don't really know. There is lows generated over here. What is this, a 30-second? I'll probably take this 30-second. Let me get in that. Open up this 5-minute bearish rejection block over here. It did close as a down close candle, so that does count as a rejection block. Looking to see a reaction from it. If like this range gets inverse, this 30-second over here gets inversed, maybe makes a CISD here too, I'll probably trail my stop up to this high. Just because that should end up being protected. And then a closure through this low, I'll probably just go break even at that point. So I'm gonna let it play for now. Alright, so that lost. I guess the reason for that could just be maybe conflicting bias. But I don't know. I feel like the bias kept flipping today. It was pretty weird. Because I was bullish. Then ended up being bearish. I didn't want to break even at this low just because it is the start of low resistance liquidity. Like, I expect all this to get ran. What in this leg would make us reverse here, right? So I don't know. Only way to have avoided this loss is to just say that ES wasn't looking bearish anymore, I guess. It did hit this rejection block. We were in a 15-minute gap. Lows generated. Bias did someone make sense. I don't know, man. Can't catch a break, but it's all good. I don't think I'm going to take anything else today. Nothing else really looks promising. Maybe I was just zooming in too much, because looking at the 4-hour, rejecting off of this big rejection wick, like the 4-hour looked very bullish, and damn, that sucks. 4-hour looked bullish. We're still somewhat near all-time highs. Probably shouldn't be shorting all-time highs until it's very bearish, like very obvious bearish, like all the way down here to go to new week opening gap. Damn, I was very wrong. That's crazy. I guess the only thing I could have done today is to not have been bearish. Maybe I flipped my bias too early. That's on me.